Okay, so this is kind of a show off of my program I made a little while back. It's just called Sound Chooser. Very on the nose. So basically, we were working on a game, and we needed to pick out some sounds. And I just got tired of looking through folders upon folders of sounds that I've collected over the years and purchased through different bundles. One of the ones I really like to use is called Pro Sounds. It's a whole package of just a collection of sounds and labeled folders, but again, it's like every time you click through a sound, you have to replay it up on either VLC, music, or one of the other apps that can play it, and then it's just annoying. Let's just put it that way. So I found an easier way to do it. So I use this program right here. Let's launch it up. Now the loading screen was a lot longer at one time. There's over 3 gigs of sounds loaded into the program. Well, not loaded into the program yet. That's the key. I found that I could just load in individual folders. That way, we're not using so much memory, and it doesn't bog down too much. So the initial idea was not to be this. I was just going to have a couple of these little text fields at the top and a list of sounds you could click on. Then I was like, let's go a little step further. So all these little folder icons are actual folders of sounds. The ones that are in colored backgrounds, like these yellows, these reds, these greens, these blues, are actually folders within folders. So if I was to go search through the Pro Sounds folder, I'd search through Retro Classics, then R Magic. These dark red files are ones that are not loaded in, just because they are too big and they take forever. And if I ever need to look through them, I can just look through them individually. So right now, there's only 2 folders that are actually loaded in. I always have loaded in, well, I start off with the first one, then I always have loaded in user interface because I go to that one all the time. Now the green icon, or the green little symbol above the folders on the folder tab, indicates that it's loaded in. User interface doesn't have that right now. I just never got around to putting it in. But if I click on it, you can see it's just automatically there. So this is a list of all the files and their names. So if we go over, let's see here. If I go down, you'll see it plays the sound. You have a little wave thingamajig. I can't think of the name of it now, but it plays over here. That was just a fun little throw in just because I could. I can adjust the volume of it. I can change the pitch of it. And I can make the sound a little different because Unity has those functionalities. Starting from the top, so like I said, it started off with just these little text fields. So this gives you the number on the list. So in this case, it's number 2. It uses the array system, so it starts with 0. It gives you the name of the file, how long the file is, so this is how many in seconds. So a lot of these are really short for the UI. And the current pitch of the file. So like I said, I can adjust the pitch. Making it faster. Actually, it might be better. Reset it. So you can adjust the volume of it. All this is doing is just giving you settings to play. So there's no exporting from this. So if I want to find these files, I have to actually go into the folder and find the thing with this particular name of it. And then in Unity, I'd set whatever pitch I came up with, and I can set whatever volume I came up with. So originally when I started, it had no buttons on the left-hand side. These are all buttons. And they're also infos, because when I do something, for example, when I press play, you'll see this thing playing. There are some files that are long, so this tells you when it's still playing. You can loop files, so I can actually click on these. I made these into actual buttons also, so they do the things that they are telling you they are doing. So you see now it's looping. Then I can stop the loop. I also wanted to be able to listen to these files and kind of like close my eyes and just listen and wait for one to happen and then stop it. So I added an autoplay. So it plays through, then waits like a split second before going to the next one. Then if I want to stop it, I just press the spacebar and I stop on that one. Want to replay it, press spacebar again. So I can navigate using the WSADs or the arrow keys. These are actually just a text field. I just wanted to be able to display the sounds that you're currently playing and then give you an idea of what it looks like inside the list. Then I thought about it as like, it's really annoying how to scroll up and down, so I had it automatically scroll so it keeps it in the center. That took a lot of math. Because let's just say I had to skedoodle around a lot of things. There's Z. I can go through all the files. It makes everything nice and neat. The other thing I wanted to do was, let's say I found two files, and I really like them files. Let's go with, I like this one. I hit F on it. You can see a little favorite symbol showed up. I can actually click this also. Also the same thing. And let's say I like that one. That one's nice. Ooh, that's nice. So now you see they turn blue. That means these are favorites. So what favorites do, and you can also save and load favorites, mind you, if you really want to. But what favorites do is allows me to do something nice, which is autoplay only those. And basically, this allows me to, let's say I have a button, and you press the button and it makes a sound effect. But I have a couple sound effects, I'm not sure which one. You loop through these a couple times until you come up with the ones that you really like, and then you remove them, and you keep doing it over and over again until you end up with one. Sometimes two. So, now that we have favorites, another thing about favorites, they actually save per list. So my user interface now has these favorites, and this one should not. Nope. But let's say I wanted to load in some other sounds. So one of the ones I really like from the sound effects pack is VFun Characters. So if I click on this, you'll see this loading thing pop up. That's just so you don't accidentally click on something while it's loading. It's just a safety net for other people. I know not to, but anyways, fun characters. So you can run across all these. And then if I wanted to load something, maybe, let's say, spaceships. And then maybe, let's say, I think of loops. I'm use looping once in a while. I think water might loop. Oh, there's one. So you can see it has a long one. So many sounds. But yeah, so that's the basics. I just wanted to make sure I put this up there just so I don't forget about it. And yeah.